Cricketers are fit and they have a very strict fitness regimen and of course diet training. But when they are done with the active game or of course on an off day, all that goes out the window and they cling on to what they call their comfort food. We look at cricketers' gastronomical indulgences and cling on to food. In this segment, I'm going to tell you about a couple of cricketers, very contrasting from each other in looks, and who have a very big appetite for runs, but also share a great bond with the world of food. One of them is a big man, Australian, beefy, likes to bludgeon the ball. The other, more diminutive in stature, more classy, likes to time the ball. Both legends in their own right. One, Matthew Hayden, the other, Sunil Gavaskar. Now, as we said, they do share, of course, tons and tons of runs and big innings, but they both have a liking for the world of food. Now, one more person I want to add to this mix when we talk about bonds with the world of cricket and food, and that is a gentleman called Govardhan, known to the world as Gogo. And this entire story revolves around a special day out we had in Perth, where Gogo has a restaurant that started, his bond with cricket started with just a random catering he did for the Pakistan cricket team many years ago. Legend also has it that Sachin Tendulkar was so fond of his lamb chops that he flew Gogo down to Mumbai for a special event and had him cater those lamb chops. Now back to these two men, Hayden and Gavaskar. We were all present there. There was Wasim Akram, there was Ravi Shastri, but let's focus on these two men. Matthew Hayden was in the kitchen and he was rusting up this wonderful dal for us, and Gogo was of course taking tips from him and giving tips back to Matthew Hayden. But then it was Sunil Gavaskar. 10,122 runs, but more than double that when it comes to lamb chops he can consume. Sometimes he says he's vegetarian, but give him the right food and that bond gets severely sealed on the day. So there was Mr. Gavaskar, his plate with the lamb chops, and the count simply started coming just the way he used to hit the boundaries and sixes. More boundaries and sixes. But of course, he wanted to keep the plate piling on. And that's exactly what happened. Gogo was dishing out the lamb chops and Sunny Gavaskar was devouring them. He said at the start of the day he doesn't want to eat much. By the end of the day, it was an active consumption of food like we had never seen before. Even Matthew Hayden, who was more busy cooking than eating, was impressed by Sunil Gavaskar's appetite. This is something only someone who can cling on to food can achieve.